Well, we welcome you to Blues Game Day Live alongside Joe Vitale. I'm Darren Pang. The Blues get set to take on the San Jose Sharks this evening here at Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis. The last game that San Jose was here was Game 6, May 21st.
Wow. And
the Blues hoisted the Campbell Conference Trophy. We wondered at that point what they were going to do. They went arm in arm behind the trophy and didn't shy away from it.
Except Sammy Blais.
No jinx there.
Sammy Blais went down on a knee.
Yeah, he had the one knee. Okay, so if we go back to that picture, you're right. Sammy Blais went down on one knee. Okay, good point.
Yeah, no, that was a great win, and so many great memories for Blues fans as the Sharks come back to town this evening, Darren. And it's a Sharks team that has changed a lot since last season. You look at Pavelski's gone, and changes we've already seen because we were in San Jose just a couple weeks ago. But it's going to be a different group, a lot of different looks for the San Jose Sharks up front. So it's exciting to get back home, though.
Okay, let's go back to both teams right now as we go back a little bit of history. Their last game. So the Blues are up 3-0 in Vegas, lose in overtime, although they did come back and get a point, which was impressive considering it was going downhill there for a last half of that game. And the San Jose Sharks, very unique, only the 8th team in history to have a 2-goal lead in the final minute of a game and lose it. They were up, scored an empty net goal, and then bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, I was checking the scores before bed, and it said, I think, 4-2. I believe it was Couture who scored the empty netter.
Yes.
That's the last I checked. I woke up the next morning, I did my score check-in, and I saw that the Capitals won. So I had to go back and watch it.
Say holy jumping?
Holy jumping, that's what I said.
You did say that, didn't you?
You know what? And you look at both teams, you're right, Darren. Both teams are going to have some bite tonight.
Yep.
I don't know what team's going to be more pissed off, to be honest with you, because you look at both situations, both are very rare, and both are teams that kind of combust or implode there in that third period. You have Gaudreau for the San Jose Sharks, makes a soft play, doesn't get it out, that led to the third goal against the Sharks versus the Capitals. And the Blues just did not defend very well towards the end of that game as well. So to me, whenever you're facing a team that is dealing with adversity after the last game, I've always found playing against opponents like that, coaches, players, they really make it a point to defend a lot harder. So I think we're on both teams tonight. It's going to be a compete to see who gets to their game as far as defending the best first.
Last time the Blues didn't win a game in 3 consecutive, they came back home and put on quite a streak and
8 in a row.
And won 8 in a row. The last 5 at home, the Blues are 5-0. They've scored 19 goals, only given up 9 against. So good goals, 4 goals against to take care of some inventory here. Optional morning skate. They skated full yesterday at Centene Community Ice Rink. Jordan Binnington in goal here for this one. Colton Parayko is doing some skating in the middle of the ice with assistant coach Sean Farrell. That tells us that the big fella's not ready to go. He did not play in the last game. Only missed 7 games in 5 years. Tough to keep that big horse out.
Yeah, well, and I think it was a player that I think the Blues really missed him in Vegas, and he's such a force back there. And to me, Darren, I don't know about you, but he's a top 3 defender in the National Hockey League at his young age. I think
no question.
I think he's still going to groom. I think he's still going to get better. I actually think he still can grow. I think he can still get stronger. As scary as that sounds, but his skating's impeccable. He recovers so incredibly well. His stick is so long. He just drives forward. It's absolutely crazy. And when you lose Colton Parayko, it has a dent. It has an effect not only from that individual standpoint, but then you got to shuffle lines. Petro is not with Justin Falk anymore. I thought that's been such a great pair, but Chief's been forced to split those guys up because you lose 55. So as you mentioned, it doesn't look like we're going to see him here again tonight.
Jake Wallman got sent back down to the American Hockey League, plays his first NHL game, asserted himself quite well. Great experience for Jake, and Nico Mikkola has been recalled, but it looks like Carl Gunnarsson is the guy that's going to get back into the lineup. Yesterday, Craig Berube did say as much, and he did say quite openly, he was very transparent in saying that still not sure about Parayko, and is Gunnarsson ready? He said Gunnarsson's ready to go.
Yeah, it'll be good to see Carl back. I kind of expect to see Carl with Petro on this top pair because they've been so good together, and that allows you to have a little bit more equalized, balanced depth with Justin Falk there down to the bottom pair. So, yeah, it's been some defensive shuffling around, and when you deal with injuries, especially this time of the year, it's just what's going to happen. I thought Jake Wallman did a terrific job for himself. It was very exciting that his father was in the stands in Vegas to experience his first NHL game. And Darren, like you said, for these young players who've been paying their dues, you come up, you get a little sniff, you see what it's like. Yeah. You're on the plane, you're eating
see
filet.
How much better you've got to see how much better you got to be too.
Exactly.
See how the big boys prepare every single second of the game. See what everything's like in the bench. See how quickly the iPad comes to your attention when you've done something there, and all of a sudden your coach Mike Van Ryan's got an iPad right in front of you. Like, whoa,
exactly
okay,
right.
here we go.
Yeah,
you know.
And some of these players have only really experienced preseason games, and those are great. Don't get me wrong, but it's a completely different level when you play a regular season game in the National Hockey League, especially a team like the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So a really good opportunity now for Jake to go down there, continue to work on his game. He got that taste, and now it's going to be about how much hunger does he have to get back.
Yeah, I think they'll go back to 29. I think they'll go back to Vince Dunn and Robert Bortuzzo and Bouwmeester and Justin Falk to go with Gunnarsson and Alex Pietrangelo. A little shuffle in the lineup, the lines as well, according to yesterday's Schwartz and O'Reilly and Prawn were so good in Vegas, but it looks like it's going to go back to Schwartz, Shen, and Jordan Kyrou comes back into the lineup, and maybe a little shuffling down on the last pair. Delarose did not skate or was not in that fourth line. It went back to Sundqvist and Barbashev alongside Mackenzie McEachern. That's been terrific.
He's been terrific. The fourth line's been
hasn't
great.
he?
Oh my God, like a little pepper pop.
Yep, he's been battling.
Like a little slingshot
or
or a cannon or anything with energy. It's been Mackenzie McEachern.
What else got energy?
I mean, the Sun. I don't know. The Sun's got a ton of energy. Jordan Kyrou's got energy, and I think we missed that energy. I think the Blues missed a little bit of that speed. You understand why Zach Sanford draws into the Colorado game, big, heavy playoff game. So you lose Jordan Kyrou. He doesn't come back in the Vegas game. I feel like some speed was missing in that game.
Yeah, me too.
And I like the decision to put 33 back in there. And don't forget, Darren, in San Jose, that line was terrific. Jordan Kyrou scored that breakaway goal. Jaden Schwartz was good. Pietrangelo had the go-ahead goal. Deactivating, that's another area. To me, when the Blues' game is on, that weak side D, that net front D on breakouts, boom, they're going up the ice in a hurry. For a team that can't defend all that well in the San Jose Sharks, I don't think they defend well. That's one of their weaknesses. You look at Brent Burns, Carlson, the dashes, the minuses on the season. They want to spend time in the offensive zone. You can catch this team, and then one of the ways to do that, to me, one of the undercover ways is get that weak side D going. Get him going up the ice, because that just causes all kinds of more confusion, where instead of 3-4s coming at you, you got this fourth guy. Where'd this other guy come from? You know what I mean?
Yep. Do you know a year ago where this other guy came from? 1 year ago? One year ago tonight where this guy came from?
What guy
had his first NHL start for the St. Louis Blues. Sort of a goaltender, in Philadelphia.
Jordan Binnington?
Yeah, it's the guy.
You're so smart.
You are so sharp. 1 year ago today. Remember that toe save? He made?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, nice, huh?
High deflection, toe save. I was like, whoa!
He only was the second Blues goaltender in history to record a shutout in his first NHL start. Rich Perrant was the first one to do so.
Wow.
And only I don't know what in history, but a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of numbers right there.
It's a lot of numbers. History stuff. Hey, I talked to the Philly broadcaster. I'll never forget before that game. And we're up there. Blues were struggling. Philly was struggling. And we were saying, whoever loses this game tonight, this is what rock bottom is going to feel like, because both teams were struggling. And you're right, Darren. That's when Jordan Binnington came onto the scenes, a shutout, terrific shot. He was tested. It wasn't like the Blues played absolutely terrific in front of him. They were still working their ways through Craig Berube's system, and there were some holes and some leaks here and there. But boy, he came up strong, and what a year it's been for Jordan Binnington.
Well, and the night before that, the boys were watching the Bears and the Eagles play, and Gloria comes on. So I mean, it just seems like a long time ago, but then now we rehash it, and it's kind of fresh in our memory, and a real big start. Now, even before that, though, the Blues were starting to. They were trending in the right direction. They were starting to play a harder game, and certainly Jordan Binnington came in and ignited a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, and I think just his personality as well. So he'll get the nod in goal tonight. We're not sure about the San Jose Sharks. Martin Jones did play in the last game, so maybe it's an Aaron Dell night in this one here. But a good one here, top power play versus a top penalty kill, so we got some battles going on there. I'm looking forward to this contest tonight. Back at home, that's a good thing. You're with your family. How are the kids? Everybody going well?
Everything's wonderful. Everything's good.
Your hair looks good.
It was wonderful. Good night last night. Got a chance to catch up on my favorite show, The Bachelor. Season premiere last night.
I figured that would be your favorite show. I don't know why.
Unreal. Drama in the house already.
I watched The Messiah. It's a series. Wow. You're kind of the Messiah.
Stop.
Come on, big guy.
All right.
We got the Sharks and we got the Blues tonight on the radio side. The pregame show's at 6:30. Alex Ferrari he's got the hosting, right? He's doing all the work. He's doing great.
Yep.
Great calls on ESPN Radio as well. So the game time 7 o'clock. You and Chris Kerber, and of course John Kelly and I've got the call on Fox Sports Midwest beginning at 7. Our pregame show on the television side again at 6:30 p.m. We're looking forward to this matchup tonight against the San Jose Sharks. Western Conference finalists last year, and the Blues won it right here in this barn. Should be an exciting night. For Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Pang. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tonight here at Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis.